と
よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれ。
それ手勢
そうか幼者を倒超支流いざ参る。
撃てたやせ文化のごとき妖魔を。
へえ、数に任せて押しつぶせ。
暴走きたれ全身が防がん。ちょうどいいところに兵器があるね。
わしらはこれで敵の足を止めちゃおうか。超支流天山。
焦るんじゃねえぞ。じっくり引きつけて矢の雨を浴びせてやれ。
よし、俺たちはここに構えるぞ。侵入してきた敵を残らず狩り尽くせ。
大友の虎孫権さん、甲斐の虎信玄さん、越後の龍謙信さんに相模の獅子家康さんで魔王織田信長。この戦いびっくり動物大集合だ
ね。いい働きだ。流れが来ているな。このまま戦線を押し上げるぞ。です。
見事。いい調子じゃねえか。このまま押し上げるぞ。
偉い人たちが揃っているから楽できていいよね。
こうして皆が結束した。これこそ半兵衛殿の努力の賜物です。
今回の俺寝てたらダメかな。頑張ったご褒美ってことで。
ダメでしょう
だいぶ戦線を押し上げられたね。このまま一気に勝負を決めちゃおうか。
攻めよ。妖魔打ち払うべし。
なんかうまくいきすぎてる気がする。
であるか。
オッケー、かかりやがった。
こ
虎が2匹に竜が1匹、獅子と魔王とおまけにお猿さんが加わっちゃったよ。さすがにもうお腹いっぱい。
おや、お猿さんに一杯食わされちゃったかね。
しまった。完全の獲物に気を取られすぎたか。今が好機だ。締め出された奴らを潰せ。城内の味方と合流したいところだが、門を開ける方法がねえ。
城外にあるあの兵器、あれを用いて城壁を打ち破
門を通らず壁を壊すだと。アホな考えだが悪くね
もう偶然は起きない。僕が人間に負けることはない。
待ってたぜナタ。清盛のおっさんに無理言ったんだ。きっちり働いて恩返ししてくれよ。おっさんと俺の揚力を込めたその体、そいつがありゃ負けねえだろ。
見つけたぞナタ。俺と勝負しろ。
ここで呂布の登場とは。ますます戦場が混沌としてきたな。
優越、さらなる交渉を楽しむ。おや、妖術かね。簡単には開かなそうじゃな。
分身の術って使えたら便利だろうな。分身を働かせればこれは寝て暮らせるし。
お前なら分身も寝てそうだけどな。いい働きだ。超支流剣だ。です。
貴様はこの俺が倒す。誰にも邪魔はさせん。
またあんたか。どうして無駄なことを繰り返すの？
孫悟空様のお出ましだ。さあ覚悟してもらうぜ。
猿と戯れに。俺の狙いはナタ一人。貴様ら雑魚に用はない。
僕はもう負けない。僕は人間より弱いはず。無駄だよ。僕はもう負けない。無駄だよ。僕はもう負けない。
おのれ、まだだ。まだ俺は諦めん。
ヤシオウリを失ったか。この戦もはや無価値。そう、幼者を倒超支流
いざ参る。
撃てたやせ文化のごときよう魔王。け数に任せて押しつぶせ。
放送来たれ。全身が防がん。
ちょうどいいところに兵器があるね。わしらはこれで敵の足を止めちゃおうか。焦るんじゃねえぞ。じっくり引きつけて矢の雨を浴びせてやれ。
よし、俺たちはここに構えるぞ。侵入してきた敵を残らず狩り尽くせ。流れが来ているな。このまま戦線を押し上げるぞ。
大友の虎孫権甲斐の虎信玄さん、越後の龍賢人さんに相模の志士氏康さんで魔王織田信長と、この戦いびっくり動物大集合だね。
いい働きだ。
メス見事。
What's up, Dynamite?
メス攻めよ。龍馬打ち払うべし。
偉い人たちが来るんだ。楽できていいよね。
こうして皆が結束した。これこそ半兵衛殿の努力の賜物です。
今回は俺寝てたらダメかな。頑張ったご褒美ってことで。
ダメでしょう。
いい調子じゃねえか。このまま押し上げるぞ。
メス
だいぶ戦線を押し上げられたね。このまま一気に勝負を決めちゃおうか。
なんかうまくいきすぎてる気がする。
であるか。
It does, yes, but there's a mod for this that makes it run at 60.
虎が2匹に
I
竜
have to
が
rip my
1
copy
匹、
first.
獅子と魔王
I'm
と
not gonna have
おまけにおそ
I'm
り
not
さん
gonna
が
have the
加わっ
ability
ちゃ
to
っ
do
た
that for a while.
さすが
So
にも
until
う
I do,
お腹いっ
I'm just
ぱ
working
い。
on the file. There is somebody on YouTube that has it running at 60 on the emulator, but the guy won't disclose how to do it, so his video is basically clickbait.
おい、お猿さんに一杯食わされちゃった、
I
ね。
asked the guy and he like was unresponsive, so maybe he's trying to hide it or something, I don't know.
今が好機だ。調子にれた奴らを潰せ。調子に剣山。
もう偶然は起きない。僕が人間に負けることはない。
This game has
待ってたぜ。
game logic tied to the frame
清
rate,
盛のおっさん
so
に無理言ったんだ。
the Switch version of
きっちり
this
働い
actually
て
will be
恩返ししてくれよ。
is the best
おっ
version
さ
of
ん
the
と
game
俺の揚力を込めたその体。そい
because
つ
the
が
last gen versions of
負けね
this
えだろ。
PS4 and Xbone are terrible. The game has like triple buffered
やる
VSync,
じゃねえのよ。
which means that when the frames drop at all, it goes from 60 to 30, which is like almost all the time. It's a Musou game.
俺と
Lots
勝負
going
しろ。
on. But the mod would make that a non-issue.
ここで呂布の登場とは。ますます戦場が混沌としてきたな。
おっさんへの恩義、ナタとの友情、俺もいろいろ抱えてるんでな。
さらなる闘争を楽しむ。
やるね。 けどまだだぜ。
受けてみろ。
分身の術ってだから便利だろうな。分身を働かせれば俺は寝て暮らせるし。
お前なら分身も寝てそうだけどな。
良い働きを見せてくれた。
強えなお前。こりゃちんたらやってられねえか。俺が負けるとナタが困るんでな。孫悟空様の本気見せてやるぜ。
貴様はこの俺が倒す。誰にも邪魔はさせん。
またあんたか。どうして無駄なことを繰り返すの？
ナタすまねえ、やられちまった。
さあ孫悟空は倒した。これでナタの術は解けたはずだよ。はい、よくできました。
ここで口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。
敵将討ち取ったり。良い働きを見せてくれた。メス敵将討ち取ったり。いい働きだ。
口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。俺が討ち取ったこれぐらいにしといて。見事。どけ。俺の狙いはナタ一人。貴様ら雑魚に用はない。
僕はもう負けない。僕は人間より弱いはず。僕が弱いはずがないんだ。だって強くなるから改造したんだよ。
Yeah.
無駄だったの。
妖魔は打ち払った。小田原城へ向け兵器を運び出せ。
Definitely
幼
is,
者
my
討
friend.
滅の戦始めようぞ。
やったぞ。我らの勝利だ。
じゃあ全て打ち払い。
これで し
竜このの
よう
よ
よう、今日はどうするんだ？
I just want to get an endgame file. That's like the main thing I want. And then, I'll get this running on emulator soon. Soon, TM. I don't exactly know when, but I don't know anyone in town that can do it for me. And like I mentioned in the video I put up today, it's a lot harder to do it when you don't want to pirate stuff, which I don't. If you do want to pirate, it's piss easy, but I have like so many games on here, I don't want to do that. I'm against doing it, so it makes it a lot harder. You have to set it up in a certain way that you can play like your mods and stuff offline, and then you have like another clean like install of the OS or something that is basically like basically just like the Switch is unmodified, so you can go online, you can buy games and stuff, which I obviously still want to do. I don't want to do any shady stuff. I don't trust myself to do it because I've never done it before. Well, I can't use the saves unless I hack it anyway. That's the thing, dude. I can't use it unless I hack it. It's just not like, last console you could really do that on without hacking it was PSP. PSP, you could just plop a save file on there from someone, even if you legally own the game. You didn't have custom firmware or anything like that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want to do it myself. I want somebody who's more knowledgeable to do it, because I buy a lot of games on here. I buy, like, a lot of games. I'm not gonna risk bricking or something. I'm sure I have enough practice I could do it, but I have a lot of games, so there's a lot at stake. And I don't intend on pirating anything, so that makes things more complicated. You can't do it on PS4 either. You need that save wizard thing to use another save. It's really only PC. PC is like the only modern platform where you can take a save from someone else.
What?
Well, I think they have a lot of fear that people will find ways to pirate. I don't know. I don't really game on console, so... Well, not often anyway. Actually, PS3 and PSP You could bum a save from a site. Like, no problem, but everything else is really anal about that kind of thing. I don't care, I haven't played this game in like 8 years, so I don't care. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. If I had played this game again on the channel on like PS4 and the English version like last year, I'd say, yeah, fuck that, I just downloaded the save, but it's been long enough. And I know how to break the game now, so that helps. Did I not give him the weapon? No, he's wearing a crap weapon.
Yo, 今日はどうするんだ?
Well, yeah, that's why the people that do the tier list for this, they don't use that for that reason. It breaks the game. But it's a good thing to have because there's lots of real trash characters in this game. It's like, well, look, you put that on them and suddenly they're a superhero. It's a really quick way to balance stuff out. Unless you have some kind of like creed where you don't want to do that, you always have that option. So Basara has that too. Basara 4. You put like 6 of the 1.5 times damage things on your weapon, and just like doing one combo will kill everything. It's like it's boring to play that way, but there are some material benefits to it. The first is farming. You can always play like that, and you know, use that character as like a bus driver. Bus driver. Like, you just put all that stuff on Kenshin and he just destroys everything. It's like nothing wrong with doing that. especially if you actually want to play the game like without doing that, but you don't want to make it take longer. Just make one character. They're like your taxi driver. They carry everyone else. Which is it's been a strategy in this series since the first one. You have one busted character and the other ones are just there as just mules, just passengers. You have the bus driver and 2 passengers. You don't even really need to switch to them. It's just they just harvest all the drops, and then you have more characters you can work with.
操られた連中、なんちゅう強さじゃ。とても人間とは思えんわ。
やりおる。敵将討ち取ったり。
よし今よ、一気に敵音陣をつけ。
He got shanked. I'm trying to get more broken stuff fast, but I'm not strong enough yet. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I just cleared Chapter 3. Does anyone remember? I don't remember what to do. Last time I did this was like 2011. Because I have the original version of this game, the vanilla WO3U, the very first release. I have that. So, the last time I did this was like 10 years ago. Like, really long time ago. I don't remember. I don't remember what to do at all. I think you had to go back to that other level and beat them up with the cannon. I'll do this one first. Yeah, I imported WO3U vanilla when I first moved here in 2011. I had it on like release date. I still have that copy. It's just kind of useless now. Collector's item, I guess. If I had anything resembling an ego, I'd sign it and give it away, but I don't have any ego. I deal with self-loathing, so I have the opposite of an ego. I might do that at some point, though. Just give the copy away. Wouldn't do anything pretentious like sign it, but someone might like that.
こりゃまずい流れじゃな。なんとか立て直したいが。
Still have my copy of Asara 3 Tage as well. Like, I imported that game too.
清盛様のために死ぬ気でここで口当てろ。おっとやべえ。戻れ
大使、ざんまるに続け。一気に押し込むのじゃ。
お断りします。
なんじゃと。貴様まさか。
騙してごめんなさいね。私の意志は私のもの。あなたの命令には従えないわ。
これ口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。敵将、俺が討ち取った。どうしてそんなにかっこいいんだか。
That was a really good era. Musou games, that's for sure. Some of the best.
どっから来たお前ら
This game came out, Basara, Utage.
まあいいか歓迎してやるよ
Those are the main ones.
骨ごと噛み砕いて
Killed me. Oh, an archer got me. Maybe we'll put this down the hard. I just kind of want to get done with this. We'll try one more time on Chaos. Yeah, I like died to nothing. It's always a great feeling. Just keeled over. I'll try this one more time.
加工
超支流いざ参る
Oh, wait, did I put the weapon on him? I don't think it saved, did it? Fuck.
秀吉殿練士
Okay, yeah, he's good to go. Alright, making sure. He shreds the officers real good.
立て一気に突き崩すのじゃ
です
操られた連中なんちゅう強さじゃ人間とは思えんわ
やりおる
敵将討ち取ったり
よし今よ一気に敵本陣をつけ
骨ごと噛み砕いて
こりゃまずい流れじゃななんとか立て直したいが
ここで口当てろ
清盛様のために死ぬ気で
おっとやべえ戻れ戻れ
大志断丸に続け一気に押し込むのじゃ
お断りします。
なんじゃと貴様まさか
騙してごめんなさいね。私の意志は私のもの。あなたの命令には従えないわ。
いいかぶりだ俺の闘志にも火がついたぞ
おっとそこは通行止めだぜどっから来たお前らでまあいいか歓迎してやるよ
骨ごと噛み砕いて
超支流剣山
何しといてや
敵将討ち取ったり超支流剣山
雪村様、いつも通りのご活躍。
超支流剣山どうしてそんなかっこいいんだかおっとやべえ戻れ戻れ支流剣山
おお援軍があるとは思わなかったいやー助かったわ
清盛の妖術を強化しているのは孫悟空です。かの者を撃てば実も弱まるはず。その上で操られた方々と対すれば術は解けるはずです。またこの先に鉄砲隊が布陣しています。 このまま進んでは危険です。私が先行し無力化してまいりましょう。雪村様はまだ術で操られているはず。なんとかして助けないと。
片付けない。大支流剣山。首もらった。までか。撤退せよ。敵将討ち取ったり。
お、俺と遊びたいのか。いいぜ、ほらよ。大盤振る舞いだ。楽しんでってくれよ。やるじゃねえのよ。今日のところは退散してやるぜ。
よし、悟空は追っ払ったな。これで術が解けりゃええが。このご恩必ず報じましょうぞ。
Yeah, a little Power Rangers roll call thing is pretty cool. I think it's more interesting than the Dragon Ball Spirit Bomb thing they replaced it with in 4. That animation gets old really fast. Not a very interesting mechanic. It's just a screen smart bomb. Not engaging to use. It's just there. The roster is so big at this point that they have to cut corners like that. Not really fun, but they gotta do it anyway. That's why they got rid of all the R1s. They got rid of all the R1s, they got rid of the super mode in this, which is more interesting in my opinion. So it's like actually some strategy to it, instead of just push the button and nuke the screen. Like you tag to somebody, you can do a lot of damage while they're all in bullet time and kill them that way. It's interesting. I'm sorry, he's the lamest character they've added in a long time. He is so stupid. All he does is cough. Like, his entire character is, I'm sick, I'm old and sick, and he just repeats it over and over. His moveset is trash too. He has like no redeeming qualities. He's such a dumb character. Like, out of ideas. Yes, they already have like every anime archetype you can think of at this point, so they're trying to mix it up. But I always thought he was like the lamest character. His whole thing is he's sick. He tells you about it all the time. They have that problem with a lot of the like non-popular characters, like Yoshihiro and stuff, Wang Zhang. Like, like it's not just because they're old that people don't like them. It's that they're dry. They have dry movesets, and their whole thing is like, oh well, I can still fight, guys. Like 70 billion years old, but I can still fight, which is cool. But you mention it constantly. It gets a little old after a while. Okay, I get the point. A lot of the like old archetype characters, like aged experienced warrior, they're all like the same. It's just like I'm 80 years old, I can still fight. It's like, hey, that's cool, but you don't have to say it every 2 seconds. I know they do that on the other side of the spectrum too. To be honest with you, they do it with the young characters too. The old ones especially, they do it constantly.
雪村様、ありがとうございます。
オロチの剣世界を包んでおれ。四角い奴ら、より大きくなって帰ってこよう。私は清盛と共にオロチを待つ。
東水でお約束した通り、これよりは皆様とご一緒いたします。
There we go, cleared on chaos.
敵将討ち取ったり
見ておれ。
やったぞ我らの勝利だ
Oh,
東水でお約束。
I mean, when you have like several dozen anime characters in a game, obviously there's going to be some overlap eventually. It's unavoidable. But yeah, it's a common thing with the older characters, is they all just have that one-dimensional thing of like, oh, my bones are old, I shouldn't be fighting anymore, and they just repeat it over and over. But then like they look generic, and they have boring movesets too. Like, there is some element of it that is like, okay, they're not Bishonen, they're not pretty boys. There definitely is some element of that for sure, but I think a lot of it is because they don't know what to do with those kinds of characters. I know they're going to be less popular by proxy because they're not like Bishonen or anything, but you can make an old warrior character and they can still be appealing and fun. But this series in particular, they don't do a very good job of that at all. They always have like the most basic bitch movesets. It's like, unless that's your thing, which, you know, most people don't really like that kind of thing, then they don't have a lot to offer. Now, Ieyasu, I think his design in Samurai Warriors 5 is an upgrade. Yes, he's just a generic, you know, Bishonen, but he has a better moveset too, so he basically feels like a new character. He doesn't look particularly interesting, but it's the combination of making him look less generic, at least like big chubby old guy with crap slow moveset. They kind of went like the opposite direction with him, and I think they did that on purpose. They know that no one's ever really liked Samurai Warriors Ieyasu. I think people like him as a character. They liked his story and stuff, but like hardly anyone likes playing as him. 'Cause he has he has one of those crap, slow, clunky movesets that no one really likes.
人の
ついに
超支流いざ参る。
But yeah, that's my hot take on why older characters are not very popular in these games. And there definitely is a stigma towards them because they're not pretty boys. Of course there is. Some people like to play these games just because there's pretty boys, which is fine. But I feel like they don't do a good job of like trying to push the older characters, make them like actually interesting.
確保しておこうよ。
Wang Zhang's never really had much of an interesting moveset either. But his whole thing is he's old, and he keeps saying he's old every 2 seconds. So
お願いできる？
that doesn't help things.
前の限界だと確か後ろから敵の援軍が来た。
Yeah, it's a very common trope with
この辺に
like aged, experienced warrior characters in these games. Is they always suck to play. So I think a lot of people like them as characters, but you don't really make people want to play as them. That's kind of the problem. I mean, these games try to appeal to so many different people, so they can't please everybody, but I definitely think the old guys kind of get the shaft of these games. They're not interesting to look at, and they're not interesting to play, so what's left? The story, pretty much, which definitely has its value. Maybe not to somebody like me, but plenty of people play these games for the story. Problem in my opinion with that is that every video game, the story ends eventually, and you're just stuck grinding. Like, you're not going to play as those characters more than you have to. Hyrule Warriors is a good example of that. That game has a lot of completely dreadful movesets. Most people despise playing as them. Movesets are like hot dog water to play with. Hyrule Warriors got a lot of crap movesets and they forced you to play as them too. So it was the worst of both worlds, really. It's not like this game where, you know, they don't really force you to play as Goemon. Yes, he sucks, but never at any point are you really like forced to play as him. Hyrule Warriors is like, here's this crap moveset. There's this crap moveset, we're gonna force you to play with it. Yeah, Toki from Fist of the North Star is like how to do an old character. It's like, okay, he's terminally ill and he's old. He has like radiation poisoning or whatever. But he's still a badass. You still want to play as him. He's still an interesting character to play as, which helps. I hate this shit, man. Just turn into Orochi. Does anyone remember what I'm supposed to do here? I don't remember. Hate this gimmick shit. I don't play these games to shoot. Someone remember what to do here? Someone look it up. I hate this shit. Boring. Does every game have to have a turret section? Well, no, I killed the head and it came back. I haven't done this in like 12 years, so I don't remember. Probably have to kill all the generics or something.
お目を見張るばかりの戦ぶり。
口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。ここで口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。
敵将討ち取ったり。
The Fire Emblem Warriors didn't force
申し分ない
shit
働きだ。
characters on you that much. It's just it had like a dozen movesets for like 30 characters. So some of them are cloned so much. I hated playing with the bow. The bow and the people on the wyverns, they were like the worst to play.
討ち取ったり。
And there was like 4 clones of them each, so it's a big ass chunk of the roster I never wanted to touch. That didn't work though, it came back. I wish the AI would do this stupid minigame for me. I hate this shit. Boring ass gimmick turret section. Get on the gun, please. Thank you. This is so boring. I hate this. Why does it keep coming back? I don't want to do this. Just kill it in a cutscene. It's not what I play this game for. Thanks. Boring, stupid minigame. Please stop coming back. Stay dead. Yeah, but I'm already at one right now. It keeps coming back. Thought they didn't have like anything like this in the fourth game. Just let me play the normal gameplay. This is boring. Come on, just die. I'm not even playing the game right now. I'm playing a mini game. Please don't make me run all the way around. It's just holding a button down. It's not even gameplay. Yawn. Falling asleep doing this. much more of this, man? This is so boring. Ugh. Let's do this in a cutscene, please. Come on. Just fight normal enemies, normal gameplay. This shit. This is dreadfully boring. Yeah, you kill them in a cutscene, dude. You're useless. You do it. Get back to the actual game. I can't stand gimmick boss fights. It's always the worst thing. Make you do boring shit like this. For the story, I don't fucking care about the story. I really do not care. I hate this so much. Just die. Paint drying simulator. No fun allowed. No gameplay. Just a stupid gimmick. You always gotta put this shit in every action game. Like, we're gonna make you pilot a turret. Like, why? I play these games to fight in melee combat. Don't waste my time with this shit. Gotta go kill Kiyomori first. Hope so. I don't fucking know. Totally would be okay with them just doing a cutscene with this. This mini game is butt cheeks. Please die faster. If it had super armor, I would kill it in seconds. I would kill it in seconds. Yukimura could shred this guy in seconds. Kill him instantly. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of New Game Plus in Resident Evil 4. How you could have, like, the Chicago typewriter and the infinite rocket launcher. And you'd be, like, completely invincible to everything. But then you get to the fish. And the fish is like, nope, you gotta do my shitty minigame, sorry. You have, like... You have a weapon capable of one-shotting almost everything in the game. But... You get to the fish fight. It's like, nope. You gotta respect me. That's what this reminds me of. The speedruns of that New Game Plus are pretty awkward. Because you, like, kill everything instantly. It's basically just movement at that point. But then, like, you get to the fish in the lake. It's like, nope. Your one weakness, minigames. Kryptonite. The pain is over, the suffering has ended.
まあ
God, that was boring. That took 15 minutes. Criminy. I know, it's so skilled gameplay, huh? Holding a button down. Top of the line gameplay right here. This is what you guys subscribe for. Holding a button down. High level gameplay.
せっかく幼者を倒したってのにな。嫌な予感がするぜ。
でも
よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれよ。
いらっしゃいませ。本日はありがとうございました。
You know, Bayonetta was like that too. You could kill with the kill gore glitch. You could shred like entire boss health bars in like seconds, but then one of the last levels, they make you do a turret section for like literally no reason. Just to rub it in more. Like you're buying a fast-paced, like high-octane character action game. You totally want to do a turret section, right? Very out of place. I don't understand why that's in that game. It's just like out of left field. But by the way, we're gonna make you do a turret section. Like, dude, unless it's some generic guy in a World War II game in the turrets, in the trenches, like, I don't think anybody really wants to do that in video games. Yes, it was near the end of the game. One of the last, like, regular levels. No, there was that and the turret section, but that part is equally terrible too. Problem with that section is it goes on way too long. Also, every time you dodge, the screen rotates, which I know for a fact had to have made some people sick. But it also goes on for like 15 minutes too, so it's not like you can really get around it. That shit was pretty bad. It really was. You know how Kamiya is. He thinks his minigames are like genius. lot of times they actually aren't really completely terrible to play.
なんとなく予想
It's
して
just
た
that
け
they
ど
overstay their welcome.
オロチが
Bayonetta 1 has that problem a lot.
しかも落葉で戦った
There's the
オロ
bike
チとは
auto-scroller
一味
and then the missile
圧
auto-scroller.
倒的な力と
They go on too long.
我らは幾多の困難を乗り越えここにいる
It's not just action games too, it's like anything. It's like if you had a visual novel that had like some random mandatory like Dark Souls no damage challenge minigame. It's like, well,
いわば幼者の残りか
people that like visual novels
幼者そのもの
usually don't cross over with people that want to maul over a boss for 8 hours, so it completely ruined that game.
このゾクゾクする感
Definitely is some crossover, yes,
本
but
当のオロチ様みたい
I don't know, genre departures like that. Most they can go on for is like maybe a couple minutes.
頭はヘビ並みね
なんだこれは奥底から幾と恐怖が湧き出してくる屈するものか燃えよ我が闘志前へ進むのだ
人の心を責める術以前のオロチでも考えられぬ技だ他のオロチにも警戒の必要があるだろうそれぞれが固有の能力を持つと考えられるさて悠長に構えている暇もないようだ北と南よりオロチが迫っている
同時に
Yeah, adventure games are
北と南の道を
really obtuse a lot of the times. They always have
敵の進軍を食い止めよう
people that play adventure games, they call it moon
道を
logic.
塞ぐのだ
It'll be like the solution makes no logical sense. It'll be like something be like a logical solution for whatever problem the player character has. But then
実に素晴らしい
it's something that makes no sense.
おうこれは興味深いここは流血
A lot of adventure games have that problem. They did that on purpose to get you to call the hit hotline and stuff. Like
オロチの術を止めることもできよう
I grew up playing a lot of those games with my mom when I was a kid. It just defies all logic. You kind of have to accept it. That's part of the reason why they died, really. You think that an adventure game would like actually test your logic and your thinking skills, but most of the time it's just some really bullshit solution that the developers thought of that like no sane person would ever actually consider. So that's out the window pretty much. Because the solution that makes the most obvious sense, most logical sense is not what the game wants.
やるじゃない
That definitely is what part of the reason why that genre died. Other genres, it's like people just stop making them. Adventure games have like that problem at their core.
我が望みこそ世界の望み滅びは定め滅びゆく
I remember my mom getting stuck in those puzzles a lot when I was a kid, and the solution was always like some moon logic shit. Like, you need to get in this door. Well, first you need to tell someone you need to go to the bathroom and, like, find the key in the toilet or something like that. Like, you have to be, like, legally insane to think of that as a solution, but that's what they want. You can't, like, fight the guard or try to persuade them or anything. It's like, no, the key is in the toilet. You gotta ask to go to the bathroom. It's like, who the fuck would think of that? Moon logic.
さあ術はなった。今こそ魔王の復活劇に幕を引くのだ。
Yeah, the arbitrary triggers for stuff too. Like, you can't do things ahead of time. That's always a problem as well. Like, you actually think out the solution yourself, but the game is so linear that you can't go there until it's a trigger. Just like a story trigger.
Wow.
8人の新たな
There is a part in the beginning of Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. The beginning of that game, Soki is a literal giant, and then he shrinks down. He's a giant in the intro, but then he shrinks down to like normal human size for the gameplay, obviously. But like, his first obstacle is a wooden door. I'm like, dude, your sword is bigger than your body. You have demonic powers. Like, why are you thwarted by a wooden door? I think it's better when games that have like characters that are like superhuman, they just like don't include stuff like that at all, because it's always such a huge suspension of disbelief. I think DMC does it the best. It's literally just like, these demons are in this room and there's an impassable barrier. Like, DMC doesn't do that too much. There's like, usually there's like magic preventing you, not just like, here's this wooden gate that you can't get past until you solve some bullshit puzzle. When you're like somebody that could literally like, has like city level power. Like, if he ever turned evil, he could like level an entire city if he wanted to. But no, this wooden gate's too hard to get past. I think DMC actually handles it quite better than a lot of other video games where you play as like a really powerful protagonist. But they get thwarted by like things that a normal person could get past. Neo has that problem. I think Neo is one of the worst about that, in my opinion. I mean, like, your character can literally conjure tornadoes of fire and ice, but then there's like a little wooden fence, like barely even taller than their body, and you have to go all the way around to unlock it. That shit bothers me to no end. They do that a lot. They do that a lot in Team Ninja games. Stranger in Paradise had a part like that too. You had to loop all the way around one area, but the only thing stopping you was like 2 feet of like not even sharp rocks. Like, even if you couldn't jump over it, you could easily wade your way through that. And nope, you gotta go all the way around. That really takes me out of games when they do that. I can't stand it. They do it a lot, though. It's funny how DMC has, like, such a more logical solution to that problem. It's like, we're just gonna put magic barriers everywhere. Like, you can't get by with brute strength. Like, somehow that makes way more sense. It doesn't break your immersion. That you're playing as, like, some dude with, like, city-level power. I've played a lot of games where that's really bothered me. I can think of a number of games like that I've played. It's such stupid. Pretty much all the puzzles in DMC, they're pretty logical too. It's like there's magic preventing you, not like something with like the strength of a fridge that like someone like Dante could just decimate with no effort. It's interesting. That's one of the things underappreciated things about those games, in my opinion. The stuff that stops you from making progress actually makes more sense.
どういった人の力を示すのが目的か誰であろうと左脳を打ちさえすればよいこう競っても真っ赤ただかけ
炎よ奴らの道を阻め
Yeah. If they make another one, that shit's got to go. It does. I mean, you always have to have some suspension of disbelief in video games, but it makes no sense at all. There's no excuse for it.
閉じ込められたか深く戦術を解かねば先へは進めんな書こうとお主は炎を迂回し敵将を撃ていいだろう
Yeah, that's precisely what takes you out of it. It's something a normal human with no powers could get past. Your character's literally like half demon. And can do all that stuff in story too, not just cutscenes. It really takes you out of the game. It's pretty whack. DMC is one of the only games that actually has like logical reasons why you can't just bust through stuff.
人の子よ惑うがいい。
くだらぬ字に術者をほふる。わしを信じてくれた忠勝を調子よけとを切り抜けねばならぬの。
風よ吹き荒れよ、人のこの道を閉ざせ。
わしとしたことが読み違えたか。この風では先へ進めぬ。
私が何とかしてみましょう。しばし敵の攻勢をしのいでください。
I don't know, Neo has pretty garbage non-combat gameplay anyway. It really does. Some of the worst. The only thing that's good about that game is the combat loop. Luckily that's almost all you do, so it's still an amazing game, but it definitely does bring it down quite a bit. And if they make another one, hopefully they put more effort into the non-combat stuff. Like add a jump button for one. Maybe have like platforming or something. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, you're dying to nothing, you suck. You're a jobber. Oh my god, man, I remember how much I hated this level. There, the guy is dead. Now stop complaining for help. Yeah, you haven't done anything. Done jack shit, dude.
潜入成功。佐野を影が移動。
Oh, come on, shut up. I just kill him right now. I'm tired of running around. This map is annoying to get around. Got Hanzo over here chilling. Good.
我らの勝利だ。
我らは佐野。
悪く。
おそらく絶などこっち
はい。
うわお
よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれよ。世界の
I think this was where the first game ended.
超
Original
支流
game ended here.
いざ参る。
It's been so long, I don't remember.
山頂に
Yeah, if I remember correctly, this was the last level.
あれはもはやオロチではない。
I think there was a little bit more after this. I don't remember.
絶対の破壊神と言えよう。ここまで来たらオロチも破壊神も関係ない。俺たちの未来のために戦うだけだ。それでこそ人だ。さて、時を超えた物語も結末が近い。人の子らよ、大団円を導きたまえ。
中央門を抜けるのが最短距離だね。何があるかわからないけど行ってみよう。
Oh, he doesn't have his combo anymore. That's why. I was wondering why that was not working. Is like something wrong with my controller? Like I reincarnated him. In fact, let's fix that right now. He's the officer killer. C4 extension just shreds. It has like 3 elemental activations on it, so he eats health bars for breakfast. Let's see. He's gonna be the taxi driver. It's like DFO. He's the bus driver. Good. Alright. He should move around a lot faster now.
Yeah. 世界の命運。
超支流いざ参る。
山頂に強大な滅びの意志を感じる。あれはもはやオロチではない。滅びの意志を代行する者、絶対の破壊神と言えよう。ここまで来たらオロチも破壊神も関係ない。俺たちの未来のために戦うだけだ。それでこそ人だ。さて、時を超えた物語も結末が近い。人の子らよ、大団円を導きたまえ。
中央門を抜けるのが最短距離だね。何があるかわからないけど行ってみよう。守りを固めろ。
この門、妖術が閉ざされている。簡単には開けられないだろう。
今だ。
今だ。
だけ捨ててるぞ。
術には再起が使われるはずなんだ。それを探してみようよ。
No, Yukimura's the bus driver. He's the bus driver. He like walks faster than the horse already. I'm telling you, man, these games are a lot like they're a lot like DFO. You have a bus driver, and you have the passengers. You put everything into the bus driver because the bus driver makes the passengers more powerful. Even if they're not fun to play, it saves time. Carry me through the rest of this game, pretty much. So, I mean, I've already done this shit before, so I have, like, no incentive to play as intended. I'm just gonna break the game. See? One combo, already dead. And he moves faster than the horse, so... Supreme bus driver. This game in particular has a really good system with like promoting the characters and stuff. So, as you know, most people don't really play as like the entire roster. Most people have like a couple dozen characters they like, if even that. But I really like how this game you're always getting resources you can dump on other characters. So generally is better in this game to just take your favorites or ones that break the game and branch out later. Depends on your playstyle, of course. Not everybody likes to rush through games. I definitely took my time playing this when it came out, but I've already played it to death. I put like, that'd be at least 400 hours into this game. So, I have no interest in taking it slow. Let's switch back to the Uber driver. Yeah, he moves a lot faster. This right here is gonna save me a lot of time. Make sure the Uber driver stays alive.
これぐらいにしといてや。
敵将討ち取ったり。
褒めをこうぞ。先へ進みたくば
Onorochi Aramitama Sawaka.
倒すことだ。
Onorochi Aramitama Sawaka.
だって
Come on, say it. Say the chant.
愛は術を
He's not saying it. He's blue balling me right now.
奴らを
please
足
say
止め
it.
するのじゃ。
He won't say his chant. That's like the most meme-worthy thing he does. No, he's blue balling me right now. He won't say it. I don't think he says it that much in this game. It's second game he says it a lot.
Right.
この子よ、可能が助立ちしよう。
我が愛を倒したと定めは揺らがぬ。
Sounds like he's
全て
drunk.
は等しく滅びに沈む。オロチ様の望みゆえ。
最後の戦いへの扉が開きました。
この先が結末だ。心の準備は良いか。取るはオロチのみ。いざ。やるな。
Bus driver is if he was a DoorDash driver, that would give him like an $8 tip. Look at how fast he's moving. He's faster than the horse. And he kills officers in like 2 combos. And you do this, which is invincible. Air dash cancel and do that. It takes off like half their health. And you run back and do it again. They can't touch you. This move kind of sucks on paper, but it doesn't do much damage. But it's invincible, and if they're running straight at you, you just use it. And air dash cancel, combo starter.
二部将ながらお受けいたそう。
行くぞ。I think this is his coolest design. I really liked his design in Samurai Warriors 3. 2 and 3 are like my favorite Yukimura designs. The costume he has. Really dig it. I think this is the coolest one. 2 and 3. Of course, he's not in 5.
骨ごと噛み砕いてやりやがったな。
Oh shit! God. Oh, I had to do that whole thing again. How did he get out of that combo? That's bullshit, man. He was in juggle state. Like, what happened? That level is so much running, too. Fucking, allies didn't come out and save me. Just to be on the level with the most running. Fucking A, man. I hate that shit. God damn it. Thing I hate about these games is stupid shit like that happens. There's no checkpoint. And do the whole thing again. Fucking Gyuki killed me of all things. Alright, fuck this, man. I'm just gonna run straight there. I wish I could glitch out of bounds and just kill them right away. This level's too fucking long. Shut up and open the door. Stop talking. Can't believe that just happened. Shut up, dude. Stop talking. Man, why don't you use your powers to open this gate so I can get back? This map is like 90% running. 10% gameplay. Cutscenes too. He's not dead. The cutscene prevented me from hitting him. It's just gonna take forever. I hate levels like this where you just run. I like the small levels where you just fight. I still don't know how that killed me. It's probably because he's power type and he armored through it somehow. I don't see how he did that. I have to go watch the VOD. What the fuck happened there? As far as I could tell, he was in hit stun. Got out of it somehow. Oh well, I'm glad I made a bus driver at least. Do this boring ass long level again. That was some shit RNG though. It's totally my fault I got hit by that, but bullshit how the team members didn't come out. Of course, it's got to happen on this boring ass level. Been alright. Bought my neighbor some ice cream, called my mom and my grandma. I bought my aunt some bananas. I went to McDonald's today. For the most part, yeah, I'm nervous about the trip, getting the funds to go, but I think some people will help me. I definitely do need to go. I had a good case hitting shift, there were no problems at all. It's a very polarizing job. Sometimes it's really hard to be over there, and other times, like tonight, it's completely fine. It's chill. you never know what to expect when you go over there, so that's definitely a lot of my stress too. 'Cause I can't control how they're feeling. They start fighting and stuff. But yeah, I've had a pretty good day, all things considered. Of course I don't forget, but I have trauma because I dealt with that with family members pretty much my whole life. So sometimes I get triggered. I can't always deal with it. I had a good day today though, hung out. Miss Groupie jumped me from across the street somehow. She was running at me full speed. It freaked me out. I couldn't tell when she was running towards me. She was somewhere else today. She ran towards me at full speed across the street. and then she followed me inside. Yeah, she was very sweet today. I think she could tell I need a little bit of support. Then I had to go run an errand for my neighbor and pick up my dinner. She was getting a little impatient. You know, her favorite thing is just sitting with me. But sometimes she gets a little bit impatient about doing other stuff. So I came back to their house and then I started doing all the cleaning and refilling for the cats. And then I had my dinner at McDonald's. And she kept waiting on the recliner for me. She kept waiting. She's like, "What are you doing? You come over?" I always tell her, "I'm almost ready." I think she understands what that means. I think she knows what almost ready means. She might be getting to the point where she associates that with, like, Daddy's gonna sit on the chair soon. She knows that. I don't sit down until I'm done with everything. When I turn my stream on over there, I've done, like, pretty much everything I need to do. I've done their errands, I've done all the cat stuff. And then it's mostly just getting things that my neighbor needs. So she knows that's when she can sit on my lap for like an hour or two. Sometimes she gets a little impatient. She's a sweetheart though, I love Ruby to death. She's such a good friend. Yeah, she's got anxiety too. We have a nice little mutual relationship. We help each other out. She hasn't wanted to hang out as much lately. A lot of the cats haven't been inside the house, actually. Most of them haven't. They've been wanting to stay outside more. We have beautiful weather today. Kiyomori sounds like he's perpetually drunk. That's why the meme chant he does to summon Orochi is like one of my favorite things that he does. It's just meme worthy, especially with his voice. He sounds like he's like constipated and drunk simultaneously. Shiaramita Masawaka. I don't know if he does his meme chat in this game, though. I don't remember.
はここで潰され終わる。二部将ながらお受けいたそう。
So, yes, let's go. Right idea. Bus driver. You failed me last time. I'm gonna cancel your tip. Don't screw up this time. Thankfully, he's making this not take that long. It's only been a couple minutes. He's running faster at than the horse without the risk of getting hit off the horse, which play on harder difficulties is like a death sentence. But in this game, if you you reincarnate your characters enough, the horse becomes obsolete because you walk faster than the horse. You get like 200 speed or whatever it is. I don't remember what the max number is, but the max speed, you pretty much run faster than like even the sprint-based Musou games, like the One Piece games. Alright, fucker. You made me do this whole trip again. God damn it. Not this time, asshole. Yeah, fuck you. He definitely deserves a raise, though. I'll give him that. Generic officer is more of a threat than him. This music didn't even get to kick in. Alright, that was very satisfying. Yeah, you need to give that Yuki a raise, Orochi. Man is trying his best. He defeated the legendary bus driver. You need to give him a raise and paid time off. Bus driver's only weakness. That was totally my fault, though. I should have chained, but I thought I could catch him. Oh well. Lesson learned. Alright, where is it? Where's my track? Yes. Best track right here.
Yo, 今日はどうするんだ?
wonder when the best time to do gauntlet mode is. I don't remember. It's pretty much just break the game with Zushu. I'm not quite sure the best way to accomplish that though. And once you get him, you just rip through everyone else. I think I got some lottery tickets. Let's go ahead. Free loot boxes. Some decent stuff. Alright, I don't think I want to do any more story today. Got through a lot of it today. Let's see. I'm gonna play something else. Take a break from this. Let's see. What else is there to play right now? This game has so much content. It gets a little overwhelming playing this game compared to 4. The problem with 4 is they have no content in the game, but they pad it out so much because there's constant reuse of the maps. Like the end game, vanilla WO3U 4, the Odin map. They use it like 4 times at the end. So it doesn't even feel like, from a narrative standpoint, that you've even like accomplished anything. Because you're having another battle on the same level. Which I mean is normal in Musou games, you know, you grind and you do the same levels over and over, but for that to happen in the story, and for it to happen like 3-4 times right at the end, the exact same map, it's like, why didn't you just do one map? And just have the other officers spawn in, instead of the same map recycled. The 4 definitely has much better combat than this game does, but this game has everything else you want. It's not really a definitive WO3U game in my opinion. This one's got more content, better loot for the end game. 4 has much better combat, but the loot in the end game sucks. So there's nothing really interesting to get. It's mostly just you just want to play with the combat, which is fun in its own right. That's why I beat that game like 3 times. But I definitely missed the mark on what makes these games fun to play. In-game modes in Musou are usually pretty polarizing though. Sometimes they get it right, and other times they completely botch it. I don't know if I feel like playing this anymore tonight. I'm gonna have to grind to get my favorite characters and stuff. Let me look up. Get some of my favorites. Need to play this more. I bought it. Haven't really touched it yet. Should go back and play Metroid Dread again, but I had some things I really didn't like about that game. It's a shame that they can't be fixed. Main things I didn't like about Dread was forced analog stick controls and how broken overpowered button mashing is in that game. Nothing else compares to button mashing, and it makes the other weapons feel shitty. I think that's probably my biggest complaints with the game. Balancing felt off compared to a lot of the earlier Metroid games where more stuff was viable. If you can mash in that game on the basic difficulty, you can kill bosses before they can even move. like the top level Metroid Dread speedrunners can mash like I don't know how many times a second, but a crazy, like, inhuman amount. You get a lot of really cool tools in Metroid Dread, but nothing's better than just mashing the beam over and over. I liked Fusion. I liked how in Fusion the charge beam was strong, so you didn't have to break your fingers button mashing. Fusion kind of play a little bit more like Mega Man in my opinion. The charge beam was really strong. The missiles were also pretty strong too. I think that game was actually pretty well balanced. I think the problem is if they nerfed the ability to button mash, if they limited like how many lasers you could have on the screen, then it would make the game even worse. They'd have to buff everything else. Oh yeah, balancing in Dread is kind of whack. You ever watch a speedrun for this game? Like, they get to a boss, and they wait for them to, like, be grounded for a while, or not even grounded. Sometimes they aim. Like the corrupted Chozo warriors. They wait until they go on the wall. They angle themselves, and then they mash the button, like, 80 times a second, and it just dies instantly. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a shame. Dread's a good game, but I feel like the combat balancing is all kinds of jacked up. Because not everybody can mash. That's the thing. If you can't mash, you can't be competitive in that game. I think the speedrun community actually made turbo controllers legal because they realize it's unfair that some people are just naturally good at mashing. I'm not good at mashing. I've been gaming for a really long time, and I'm terrible at mashing. That's why I mostly play games that have like timing and rhythm to the inputs, not just mashing. But yeah, basically I could never be competitive in this game. You have to mash. They're adding more stuff to it. Hopefully they add a randomizer to it. There's a randomizer for the modded version, but I think that would be like the last thing they should add to it. But they probably don't want to rebalance the game. It's kind of too late to do that. If they make another one, hopefully they make tools besides just mashing actually mean something. Ugh. Also, Dread has really lame music too. I think that's the other thing about that game I didn't like. Music just has zero atmosphere or memorability to it at all. It's just noise. I don't know, if you can look past those things, it definitely is a really good game, but some of those flaws are a little bit too much to ignore. Music just doesn't compare to stuff like Super Metroid, Zero Mission, the Prime games. I can't remember any of it. I think I'm done for tonight, folks. Got a little bit of a headache. I think I'm gonna take it easy. We'll do some more Musou May probably later today. I'll probably do another afternoon stream. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm not feeling really exhausted, but I actually felt pretty damn good today, so I kind of want to not overdo it. But I will probably download some more of my old Muso games, and we'll play some of those try to raise some funds. Apparently, Basara 4 still crashes on the emulator, so I do want to play that in English. I might just play the PS4 version, but I definitely will play some of that too. Yeah, it's kind of a low turnout tonight. I don't really blame it. I think people actually like to sleep to my stream, as I stream at like really late hours. But yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna rest. Might play some games off stream or something, and then probably after I have lunch, I'll hop back on. We'll play some more Rochi. There's some other stuff I gotta do too. Actually, let's see here. Let me plan this out. What else is there to work on? 30XX has got a bunch of updates. I gotta check that out. Unsold, Ultra Age, I need to finish those. Both of those won't take more than like 2 streams. Edge of the Abyss Awakened got a Bloody Palace update, so I want to check that out too. Let's see here. The Getsu Fumaden got an update as well. Blade Assault got an update. This is getting a roguelike update soon. We'll definitely check that out when it drops. That's the main indie stuff. So maybe I'll do like one Musou stream and one indie stream later. Try to check out some of that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go ahead and host my buddy Jared. He's doing dumb stuff as always. I'm gonna go ahead and host him. I'll see you guys later today. Good night.